afternoon. It is great to be here and an absolute privilege to be back in West Memphis and to have the opportunity to announce a multi-billion-dollar investment right here in our backyard. Great job and so exciting. I'm so thankful to our partners at Google, especially Alphabet and Google's President Ruth. We are so thankful for your leadership and love that you came here yourself to be part of this incredible announcement and brought your team. We're thankful for you in choosing Arkansas. And I also want to thank all of our local leaders who have been instrumental in this project. First and foremost, my good friend, Mayor McClendon, who has helped lead this project. And without his leadership, we wouldn't be here. I also want to thank our state and legislators, of which there are several here on the front row, who have been instrumental in helping lay the groundwork for this type of investment and for this announcement. And last but certainly not least, one of the biggest partners and leaders of this project here on the ground and who made it possible are our friends at Entergy. Drew, thank you for your leadership of your company. And Laura, we're a little biased, Drew. We kind of love Laura because she's our hometown girl and does an absolutely incredible job and has been instrumental in getting this across the finish line. You know, the story of Google is a lot like the story of some other great American companies. A couple of really smart entrepreneurs who saw and identified a problem and went out to figure out, how do we solve it? This new thing called the internet. And they went out to figure out, how do we utilize this in a way that's beneficial to others? The founders started their company in a friend's garage, survived a couple of close calls early on, and eventually built a company that is now number 8 in the world. Along the way, they've changed how all of America, and frankly the world, interacts with the internet. And now Google isn't just the name of a company, it's an everyday verb. Like when my 13-year-old daughter tells me that she wants to go to a Benson Boone concert, I have to Google it to figure out who that is. Google's story probably sounds familiar to a lot of Arkansans because we've had our own fair share of men and women who started small and changed the face of the world. Sounds a lot like Sam Walton, who turned a small town 5 and dime into Fortune 1 and completely changed American retail forever. It sounds like JD and John L. Hunt, who started their company by reusing discarded piles of rice hulls right here in the Arkansas Delta and redefined how we move things in America. It sounds like John Tyson, whose profit from his first chicken haul trip to Missouri was a measly $235. And he grew that revenue into the largest meatpacking company in the world. And in a broader sense, it's the story of Johnny Cash, a son of the Delta who started singing gospel on the radio and became country music's biggest star. It's the story of Daisy Bates, who grew up desperately poor on the Louisiana border and helped integrate schools across Arkansas and America. It's the story of Bill Clinton, the son of a single mom who became Arkansas's boy governor, and later, of course, went on to be the President of the United States. It's the story of Arkansas. It's the story of America. And I can't think of a better town and a better place for this investment to happen than in West Memphis. This is a hard-working community, full of hard-working people. And now they're getting the recognition and the resources that they have long deserved. As governor, I know that government can't just make investments like this happen, but we can help pave the way and give Arkansans and their communities the tools they need to achieve their full potential. This past legislative session, I was proud to work with our legislators and sign a package called Arkansas Impact. One of the biggest achievements of that legislation was lowering the permitting time for new energy projects from 18 months down to 6 months. This will help Arkansans continue to enjoy some of the lowest electric bills in the nation, and one of the things that helped push this project forward. Another part of that legislation included a tax credit for data projects just like this one that will help companies like Google come back to Arkansas again and again and again. Just like the internet did 30 years ago, AI is going to change how we work and interact in ways that we are only starting to understand. We want to make sure Arkansans are able to adopt this technology safely and stay on the front end of one of the biggest shifts in our economy's history. That's why I'm thankful that Google is also partnering with our Department of Commerce to offer AI training and credentials to more than 10,000 Arkansans. Between Google's investment in this training, we're making sure that as AI transforms our economy, Arkansas is ready to take advantage of it and thrive in this new economy. I want to once again thank our partners at Google for today's incredible announcement. I'll now turn it over to one of this project's biggest supporters and biggest cheerleaders, my friend, Mayor Marco McClendon, to deliver a few remarks.